G'day folks, today I got something really interesting to show you. Whether you like to create long extended time lapses, overnight night lapses, do some moto vlogging, among other things, this is something you definitely may want to take a closer look at. But first things first, my brand new YouTube intro video. Roll it! So today I'm going to show you a product on how to weatherproof your GoPro when you're doing certain activities like overnight night lapses, moto vlogging, and different things like that. Now this product isn't for everybody, but definitely for certain scenarios it is a must-have. Now this product is by a company called 3BR Power Sports, and they have a couple different products, and I'm going to go over both of them with you. And you just got to love companies like this. They see a problem and they make a solution for it. Now, we all know that the Hero is waterproof, and we all know that the battery is not the greatest, and especially when you want to do long time lapses. The only way to really achieve that is by removing the side door. Once you got the door off, you can plug it into a power bank and do a long overnight night lapse, extended time lapse, or have this mounted on a vehicle if you're going to be doing a long drive lapse. Now the problem is once you take this door off, it's no longer weatherproof or rainproof or even dustproof. And that can be a problem, especially for doing overnight night lapses. You don't know what's going to happen. You could get a heavy dew, a little bit of rain overnight, even if it's not calling for it. And moisture down in these ports, it could be game over for your GoPro. Now, there are different solutions available on Amazon. You can get those extended batteries that kind of clip on with a big case. The problem with them is that they're big and bulky. If you're going to have this mounted on a motorcycle handle and you're doing some moto vlogging, you don't want that great big thing mounted. You want something that's fairly inconspicuous. But not only that, the battery is still limited. If you want to do 10 hours of recording, a 10-hour time lapse, a battery like that just isn't going to cut it. Now, 3BR Power Sports came up with a really ingenious solution. So let's take a look at it. Now, it does require modifying your Hero frame. So you may want to pick up a spare. Now, the way it's modified is not going to damage it all. You don't have to cut anything. You're basically going to attach something to the side here. So let's take a look what comes in their package. So we have a few simple parts. We have an instruction manual. Now it's got this cable that comes with it, and you can see it has a USB-C end on it with this kind of enclosure around it, and that's what helps make it weatherproof. We get this little interesting piece, and we get an alcohol wipe, and that's to clean around the frame before we attach it. So let's go ahead and we will put it together, and we'll run a test on it to see if it does actually keep water out. Now, I just want to mention before we get started here that this is not a waterproof solution. This cannot be used underwater or in heavy amounts of water. It's weatherproof, so it helps keep dust and debris out of your ports. Moisture, if you're caught in the rain or you're vlogging in the rain, you don't have to worry about water getting down into your ports. So we got the instruction pamphlet here. And basically there's three parts to this. We've got this piece. Now this is what's going to stick to the side of the frame. This is kind of like a little clamp. And this works as basically a nut to hold it all together. Now they do also mention on their website, this kit works best with the stock frame. If you have a frame, a third-party frame that has a larger opening, this may not work properly, so keep that in mind. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece with the bolt on it, and it's going to attach to the GoPro frame just basically like so. Then what we have to do is clean it thoroughly to make sure that there's no oils or debris on there, because we want this to have a good connection. We'll just give that a good cleaning. We'll just let that dry. So now while you're prepping things, try not to handle the area. You don't want to get the oils from your fingers back on the frame there. Now we're going to open up the door. This is basically going to line up right on the outside edge there. So it's the easiest if you take the door off, and that way you can line it up good. So we're going to remove the cover from the adhesive. Now I'm going to try and so you can see this here. But basically the part that sticks out is going to line up right in the corner there. And once I get it on, I'll show you to give you a better look. Just like that. Now, basically, it's as simple as removing your door, taking the door off your Hero, no different than if you're going to be plugging a power bank into it without this attachment. And we're just going to slide it in and close the door. Now we're going to take the cable that came with the unit, and this comes in various lengths, from short ones to long ones, so depending on how much cable you need. If you want to have this in a bag or a pocket, you might want to get one that has a fairly long length to it. So basically we're just going to plug the USB-C end in like we would with a normal cable, the stock cable that comes with the GoPro. This piece is like a rubbery material, so it's like over top of the ports and it's going to seal it. We now take this arm and it goes on just like that. Now we're going to put on the nut, and it's best if you put the small piece on first. That just gives you leverage when you're tightening it up. And we're just going to tighten it up. So now in theory, our port is protected from moisture and from dust. So I am going to go put that to the test. I'm going to go actually put some water on this, and we'll see just how waterproof it is. I definitely don't recommend doing this with yours. It's not really designed for this kind of water. I just really want to give it a good test. So we'll just let that run under there for a bit, and we'll see how it goes. Okay folks, I just ran this under the faucet for about 2 minutes, and I don't think you would get that much water on your GoPro in a heavy downpour, but I tried to simulate it the best I could. So now they recommend before disconnecting this power, make sure your GoPro is dry, because if there's drips around the GoPro, it could drip into the ports when you're removing it. So make sure it's nice and dry before you disassemble it. So let's take it apart and we'll see if my GoPro is still alive. So the water you're seeing there is just the surface of the cabling. And bone dry. Not an ounce of water in there. And like I said, I had this under a full running faucet for about 2 minutes, so it did its job very well. So yeah, as you can see, really handy for certain situations. And again, like I said, it's not for everybody, but you know as well as I do, if you like to do overnight time lapses, trying to get your GoPro Hero 5, Hero 6, or the new Hero 2018, keeping it watertight is not the easiest task. So we'll just set that aside for now. We'll take a look at the other kit they sell. And according to the owner, this is actually still their most popular kit. Now it's for older GoPros. It's for the Hero 3 and the Hero 4 series. And it works similar, except this one has the waterproof casing. So let's just take a look at it. So inside that package, again, you get some instructions. You get a waterproof housing here. And you get a cable that has a special end on it. Now, I don't own Hero 4, so we'll just have to use our imagination here. But basically, if we're going to use it, we just pull off this little rubber cap. And you would line up the micro USB cable, and it would just plug in and then into the camera like so. So just like that, now you've got a nice weather-resistant connector. You can have the other end plugged into a power bank, and you can film indefinitely. So yeah, this is 2 great solutions how to keep your GoPro weatherproof while doing various tasks. So I'll include the links down to Amazon where you can purchase these. I'll also include the links down to the 3BR website where you can go and check these products out. Among many others, they sell actually quite a few interesting products. You can go and check them out as well. Well, folks, I hope you found this video informative. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.